The award season is in full swing, and last night was a big one. The Golden Globes and all the stars of film and television were out and about. And joining us is ABC's Entertainment Editor Lesley Messer with a full recap of the night's big moments. Welcome, Lesley.
Hi, nice to be here.
Let's kick it off with the hosts, Tina Fey and Amy Pollard.
Right.
This is their last
Their last time together. I have to say, I didn't think we saw enough of them. Last time we got to see them on stage throughout the show during gags, and this time they sort of took a back seat and let Margaret Cho play a bigger role with a gimmick they did about North Korea. And honestly, I missed seeing them together. I wished there were more of them. But when they were on stage, they weren't afraid to tackle the tough topics.
And no one was off limits, even the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award, right?
Right.
Take a look.
Amal is a human rights lawyer who worked on the Enron case, was an advisor to Kofi Annan regarding Syria, and was selected for a 3-person UN commission investigating rules of war violations in the Gaza Strip. So tonight, her husband is getting a Lifetime Achievement Award.
And Amal looks so shy and demure.
I know.
She's amazing.
She's probably my favorite person at Beverly Hilton last night. She was stunning. She seems so humble, and she's so successful. He did very well with her.
And he seemed to genuinely gush about her. I mean, it seemed really genuine.
This is a man who is so private about his personal life, and he could not stop saying nice things, saying, "I'm so proud to be your husband. I've waited my whole life to meet you." It was one of the night's most touching moments.
And it normally takes a backseat to the movies, but television, I was surprised no network won anything.
I know. The CW got one, but everything was Amazon or Netflix. It's a really interesting time for TV because these kinds of shows that aren't necessarily on network TV can really push the envelope and tackle topics that might not be something you'd see on a network TV station.
And let's move on to the movies. Best Actress Award.
Yes. These are two people, Amy Adams and Julianne Moore, who get nominated constantly, but very rarely do we see them get to accept the honor. So it was so exciting to see them tonight get their due and be able to make these speeches that I thought were so sweet.
And how about the guys?
I mean, another big year for two people who don't necessarily get recognized enough. Eddie Redmayne played Stephen Hawking in The Theory of Everything. Stephen Hawking himself said he did a great job. Michael Keaton, Birdman, got his due after such a long time being behind the scenes, cried in his speech. It was a really, really great night for them. And
the best movie?
Yeah, these were two awards that I don't necessarily think a lot of people saw coming, but certainly were well deserved. Grand Budapest Hotel and Boyhood took home top honors. And it's an exciting night because it could have gone to any number of films.
Any big surprises of the night?
Honestly, I expected Birdman to win over Grand Budapest Hotel. Not saying it necessarily should have or shouldn't have, but I didn't see it coming, and I'm not sure Wes Anderson did either. But it was a cool. It's always cool when you see someone who doesn't necessarily expect it get a big night.
Do you think the big winners we saw tonight will end up winning at the Oscars?
It's hard to say. Boyhood is certainly doing so well after tonight, picked up so many awards, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a movie like Selma, which obviously tackles a topic that is on everyone's mind right now, civil rights, maybe pick up steam. Plus, it's got Oprah behind it,
which I know
is not a bad person to have on your side.
That's right. There was a lot of buzz about Selma, but it didn't really take home many awards.
No, it won one award tonight, but who knows? The Oscars are still a ways away.
Yeah. And what about best fashion of the night?
It was an unbelievable night for fashion. I thought Allison Williams looked amazing. I thought Kate Hudson looked amazing. And we were talking a little bit earlier. I didn't see Gwyneth on the red carpet, but does she ever not look
absolutely
amazing?
Yeah.
Plus them all.
And Amal Clooney. A new ad this year to Hollywood.
Gosh. Yes, very exciting one at that.
That's great. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And speaking of fashion, we're going to have more in our next half hour. Such a big night tonight, and we'll have more about the fashion in The Skinny coming up. ABC's Entertainment Editor Lesley Messer, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.